Guys, this is Kenzo, Xtrahot-Forex. Sorry, so now today is 27th of December. Actually, we're preparing to go to 2022. Actually, I'm not going to do the analysis now. I need to talk about few things. I don't think the market will move that crazy. I don't think the market is going to make those big move. People are on holidays. So here's the plan. I'm going to just give you my blueprint of what I'm going to do next year or maybe in few weeks to come. You see. So the best thing that you can do, right? You should have the plan. Have the plan. When I say the plan obviously will consist of your strategies, your risk management, and all those things. So let me just find something like this. I want a white area, something like this, where I can write. I just want to show you some few things. So the best thing that you can do, my plan. Let me just tell you my plan because it's quite easy. So what I'm going to do here, don't focus on the background here. I'm just going to use this area as my whiteboard actually. So what I'm going to do is quite simple. I'm going to focus on one instrument, which is Nasdaq. You see. So I used to do this before. I think it's 2019. I used to trade only Nasdaq and go into 2020. You see. So now my plan is back again because this 2021 I was just mixing. I think from April I started to mix things up. So I saw that the results were a bit good because I was usually on German 30, US 30, and S&P 500, but not that much, you see. But I see that the results are not the same, and I'm not really happy with the results that I get when I trade more than one or more than two symbols or instruments. You see, so I'm back on Nasdaq again from the first of 2022. I'm going to focus only on Nasdaq, right? I'm going to focus on Nasdaq. So what does this mean? This is going to clear so many things. It's going to be simple for me because it's easy to understand the structure. It's easy to know where the market left maybe yesterday or day before yesterday, and it's easy to understand the way the market is moving, especially when you focus on one thing. Yes, you can do something else, maybe like US 30, you can trade maybe gold or whatever that you want, but you can still make enough money or even more than those guys who trade like more than one instrument. Serious. And it gives you a chance to say what, you know what, you can wait. You can able to wait if the market did not reach certain areas. If the market is still struggling to reach certain areas, you can able to wait. You see. So when you trade different things, your brain is telling you if you don't find something here, it means you will find it somewhere. And if you don't see that, mostly you will force trade most of the time, and you don't see that, you see, because you're focusing on so many things, you see. So my plan is I'm focusing on Nasdaq only. Do you see this? Only Nasdaq. So yes, I can do some sort of analysis here on YouTube, but just know that I'm going to focus like mainly on Nasdaq. If I can add maybe USDT, but my goal is to focus on Nasdaq only, right? So another thing is my goals are not that crazy. My goals are not that crazy. I know my risk management. You should know that. You should know that. Another thing is you should write things down. Write whatever that I'm saying. Nasdaq. You should know those things. You should write those things down. You should like able to remember those things even if you don't even open your notebook. Those things, they're going to help you. So another thing is I use like compounding interest. You know, when we talk about compounding interest, it's amazing because so many people, they don't really use these tools. These tools are very, very easy and they can make your life very easy. Remember, compound interest won't show you where you lose or something like that, but it will just show you if maybe you were winning, and if you were risking a certain amount, it means you were going to make such amount in this time. Maybe let's say the year, let me say I'm starting with $100. I'm just going to risk 2%. This 2% that I'm going to risk here is the same percentage that I'm willing to make. Let's say maybe I'm willing to lose $2 and I'm also willing to make $2. And if the market is in my favor, I can even lock the profit. And once I lock the profit, the market can even go higher. So it means the target won't just be $2, right? So you should understand that. But if the market is going to go against me, I'm strictly on what? On $2. This is just an example that you can use. So term, how long are you going to trade? So I'm going to my targets are very long, like yearly. So I don't do like monthly or stuff like that. I do yearly so that I don't risk much. So let's say the whole year we have 240 days. I'm talking about during the week, not Saturday, Sunday. So, or we can say 210 because we also have holidays. Let's say 210. So how much are you willing to reinvest your money? I'm not going to, on this account, let's say I'm not going to withdraw anything. I'm just going to once I make whatever that I make is going to stay in there until the day that I say, you know what, now it's done, you see. So on weekends, do you trade on weekends? No, I don't trade on weekends. Actually, my weekends are my time to just freshen up. I don't like trading on weekends. Yes, sometimes we also have this thing. Maybe we can trade VIX. I don't know if you know volatility, which is also available on weekends. But I know at the moment I don't trade those. I'm focusing on Nasdaq. As I said, I'm focusing on Nasdaq. You see, so I'm going to click. I'm going to start from the 3rd of January, which is not a holiday. So I don't include the weekends. This is going to estimate how much you're going to make. If I'm only making 2% of whatever that I will be risking, actually it's $100, right? So let's calculate that. So you can see here, let's see, the last day is okay. It's like we robbed ourselves, but it's fine because we can see we started around January, and the 10th of 24 of October, yeah, 24 of until the 24th of October, which is we I think we calculated everything good because mostly the market will stop moving around there. November, December is just crazy move. So it means if you start with $100 and if you keep making those profits, it means you can make 6,397. So that is something not bad. So let's see that if maybe you were doing that in my South African rands. So if it's 6,000 like that, I just want you to see something. So if it's 6,397, let's see if you started with $100. So there is how we show you the power of compounding. So it means, let's say you'll be reaching like 100,000. Do you see that? You'll be reaching 100,000 in my South African rands here, because here it's US dollars. But it's going to be more than that because we can't just only make 2% every day. Remember, you're going to log some of the profits, and some we're going to have some very nice home runs. So here is the table. So on the table, it shows you that you started with $100. Let me change the color. You started with $100. You did not make anything on the first day. This is the 0 day. You can see that. So what happens here is on the day one, you can see, or which is okay, on the fourth. So you can see that you were just making $2. Actually, when we check for the whole month, maybe you were making something like, let's say, up to 30, or let's say 31. You were making around $3. That can be your target from $100. And if you just chasing that for only January, it means you will be adding almost 84, let's say $85. If you just only risk only $2 or $3, you see that? And it's easy to reach that. We know that it's easy to reach that. Remember, you're focusing on one pair. You're focusing on one pair. So if, let's say, if your account is a bit bigger, you can say you try to save a little bit this December, then we're going to talk about some crazy amounts here. And if you check, you were just making a very, very small, just look, for the whole month, actually, you were just making around less than $35. And look where you are now. You added $800 on top of what? On top of your $1,000. Just look at that. Do you see that? And when you check, these amounts, they are very, very small. People, they don't take this amount very seriously. If I take that to my South African rands, let's say $27. How much is $27? Let's say 27, it's 400. Let's say 35. So let's say the money that you're supposed to make actually during January is between 200 and 500. Then you will be on 8,000. Sorry, on $800. So in my South African rand, that is going to be, let's say, 800 rand is how much? $800 is how much? It's almost 12,000. It's 12,000. And you see, this is like, now you're working. Now you are seriously working. It might be small, yes, on dollars it's a bit smaller, but here you are seriously working, because you're not even risking that much. When you lose that, you get out, it's fine. Tomorrow, you don't go back and try to chase whatever that you lost the past day, you see. You just make sure you follow the compound interest. So the website is just easy. Just check the website. Is compounddaily.org calculator. Then you will find something like this. You can put any amount that you want to start with here. You can start with $500. Maybe you want to make $3, which is quite possible. But I recommend, maybe if you want to start slow, start with 2%. You will see that, okay, if you start with $500, at the end of the year, you are like on 24,000. Is that 24,000? Or is 200? Let me check. So the amount is quite big, guys, because you are not in a hurry. It's 248189. So it means you can reach 3 million in our South African rands, which is way too possible. But the thing is, you were very, very relaxed. You were not fighting the market. You were just chasing very, very, very small amounts. Look, only $15. Almost the whole month, you were chasing the amount which is very less than $40 for the whole month, and every day, something like that. It means if first day you make 20, it means you are now on extra. If you make 30, you are now on extra. And most of us, we don't see that. We don't really see that, because we just want to make a lot of money, which is something that makes us to lose, you see. I hope maybe you will visit this website. I am not paid for this. I'm just showing you how you can do your things simply. Please, another thing is, if you want to make it in this game and you feel like there's too much distraction today or tomorrow or this week before 2022, if I were you, I was just going to just uninstall your Instagrams, maybe even the Facebooks. Why? because it's where you're going to see some crazy results. Those things, they're going to make your mind go crazy, and you will at the end of the day, you're going to risk more because you want to be like them. And there's nothing wrong with that, but that is going to influence the way you trade, because you always see different results every day. You see, try to remove those Instagrams and Facebooks, whatever that influences you to take the wrong decisions. Yes, that can be a bad habit for you. Yes, sometimes it can be a positive if maybe you go there for just a motivation. Yes, that is good. But if you just go there just to see whatever that other kids are doing, you're going to go crazy. And remember, those people that you see there, it's just, I think there are less than 20. So it means, what about the rest? What about the rest of the people who are trading? It means it's tough. It's way, way too tough. If you just only see 3 people or 4 people saying they're making it, they're doing this, it's only very few of them. And most of them, they are your mentors, or those people who teaches you Forex. Mostly they mastered whatever that they master. Then if you just want to be like them within 2 days, you're going to have that problem, you see. So I also have some of the tools that maybe can help you, if you don't mind, on my Telegram. I hope you guys, you go into search my Telegram. You can see here, it's Xtrahot-Forex. You can see free robots and indicators. So if you go on files, you will see that you're going to find so many indicators or robots, whatever, that can also help you. And if you go there, I'm also posting some signals, so many things that I'm posting. Let me see this one, which is what you can see. I'm posting these indicators. Some are for free. Remember, there's the one that I'm selling, which at the moment is still $30, and from January is going to change. Remember, and I forgot to tell you about this one. Let me just complete here. So if you want this free robots and free system, just go Xtrahot, free robots and indicators, and you can just you can be in the team. You can see this is what I was talking about. Limited to 4 people, signal indicator for only $30. So yeah, the system looks like this. So if you want that, you can still talk to me. Actually, it's more than 4 at the moment, because there are so many people who want that system. So let's close that. And what is another thing that you can do? Learn to have a notebook or a journal. Try to have that and track your progress. You see, remember, firstly, we're going to trade only one thing. You can trade whatever that you want, but I'm trading what? I'm only trading a Nasdaq, right? So my job is going to be way, way too easy when I focus only on Nasdaq. So what I'm going to do here next year, actually this week, I'm not going to do any analysis, as the market won't just move that much, and I don't encourage anyone to trade around this time. That's why I'm not going to send any analysis around this time. So I'm going to send, I think, on the second or the 3rd of January. So this is going to make your job very easily. Don't copy what other people are doing. Follow your strategy if you have one. If not, try to find it and make sure you understand the strategy. So another thing is, as I said, try to limit your time on social media. Get the regulated broker. Don't just get that broker which is going to give you, with 0.01 you can make 1,000 rands or whatever. That it's good when you make profit, or maybe when your account is bigger. But if it's not bigger, it means the same that you make. If maybe you're making 100, let's say maybe 1,500 within few minutes, it's easy. You can also lose that within few minutes. People, they don't really see that, especially when you trade Nasdaq and US status. Their value is very, very, very high, you see. So another thing is, this one doesn't, it's not similar to what I'm doing here. So from next year, I'll be adding a small channel, maybe on weekends or whatever. I will see what I can do, where I'm just going to talk about investing. We need to buy shares, we need to grow, we don't just need to trade like every day. Sometimes we need to make, as other, I don't know if it's Warren Buffett, when he say, you're not rich until you can make your money while you're sleeping. So it means you should have some extra stuff. At the moment, if I don't trade, I don't really make money. Do you see that? If what if maybe the market just closed for three? I'm not saying the market is going to close, but my point is, try to have something. What if maybe now we have the holidays and stuff like that, and maybe you wanted some cash? It means you were not going to make it because the market is not really moving that much. You see, but if you have some sort of investment, some you bought some shares or some stocks around maybe some different companies, you were going to have something. This time it's where companies pay dividends and stuff like that, you see. So we need to educate ourselves. I think I can do 1-2 video every week, 1-2 video on the stocks that I buy, stuff that I think they're going to be good. I'm not an expert on that, but there is also my journey that I'm just going to buy and invest. I know they won't just going to grow within a week or month or two, whatever. They can take time to grow. That's what I want, you see. As long as we have something that we know that, okay, even if I don't do anything, even if you don't draw the trend line, you're still going to make something out of that, you see. That is something that we should do. The small that you make, even if you don't start the same time when you start trading, as we're going to start around this January, what we're going to do is, when we start this January, for the whole of January, we don't withdraw anything. So that money is going to, actually, you just have to reinvest. Let me say, actually, I forgot to talk about this. Remember, guys, I'm not going to write some notes down and whatever. I'm just going to give you things that I'm going to do, or things that you should supposed to do. So this is January, it's the first month, guys. If things go well this month, actually January, it means mostly 80% of the time, Feb, March, April is going to be very, very simple. So the best thing that you should do is, sorry, sorry. So the best thing that you can do is, sorry guys, this thing. Let me just pause the video. Sorry guys. Actually, what I was saying is, if you can get your January nicely and you apply all those things that you're supposed to apply, your risk management, and you follow your rules, this year's you can change your year. Actually, you see, this is the mistakes that most people do. If you ruin this month, it's where you're going to, your February, you're going to try to recover, your March, you're trying to recover whatever that you lost. So if you start nicely here, it's easy for you to just win, and win. I'm not saying you're not going to lose, but it's better to start nicely here. Don't just tell yourself, you know what, this January, it's supposed to be not 100% perfect, but you must try to it to be perfect. Why? You're focusing on one pair. Then the third thing is, if you make that, let's say maybe you started with a very small amount, let's say maybe you started with $500, and just imagine when you just chase $15, not on one trade. Remember, this $15 or whatever the profit that you see here, it's not like on a go. You just place an order, then you reached $15. No, you can trade 2 times, 3 times a day. Sometimes, some other days you don't force to trade. Some other days you don't force to trade. So, but as long as you chasing this amount, only when the opportunity present itself, it's where you're going to trade, right? So it's where you're going to take some very nice opportunities. If you don't see something happening like here, on Nasdaq now, we see that The market, let me just clear these things. The market is on resistant, guys, and we know that on resistant the market usually will respect that, as it always does. But it's not like maybe the market will just respect that forever, but I'm just saying that mostly the market will respect that. So let me use this. So now we are here. Okay, now we are here at resistant. Tell yourself that, okay, once I'm on a resistant, I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to do anything except what? If maybe the market is going to respect this, I'm just going to do what? To sell. If the market is here around the center, maybe you were late, tell yourself, you know what, I'm not going to do anything. I rather wait for the market to reach the resistance where I can sell, or I can wait for a breakout, or maybe I can wait for the market to reach my support area where I can buy, or maybe I can wait for a breakout to keep selling, something like that. So if that is not happening, you know what to do? You just wait. Learn to wait, because this is a skill, guys. Waiting is just a skill, and people, they don't really see that. You see, you can reach your goals very, very slowly, guys, while you are waiting. Some people, they will just go fast past you. Maybe they can pass you, but here they just going to crash, and you will just come slowly and overtake them, because what you do is you go smoothly. Even when you crash, you don't just crash badly, you just crash and pick up, crash, pick up. So we're supposed to move like the market. Actually, our progress is supposed to be like an uptrend. It's supposed to be like this. Our success, or our move, is supposed to move like this. Mostly you make profit, you lose some, make profit, you lose some, make profit, you lose some. But when you look back, you see that actually I see progress. So it means there is no way that you can trade without losing. There is no way that you're going to trade without losing. So it means these days are those days we call losing. It's where we're going to lose around this area. But look when we pick up. Look when we pick up. We recover everything, and even if we lose from this area, we still have more. We still have enough, you see. But if you move like crazy fast, it means you just going to move like this. Then when you crash everything. You crash everything. Then just look, when you try to move up, you no longer have enough cash, because you just crash crazily. So for you to go back here, it's way, way too difficult, because you were just fighting the market, and we don't need that. Guys, I hope maybe even if I did not arrange whatever that I was telling you here, I hope maybe you can learn something from this. Try to focus on very few pairs, maybe one, max of two. I'm only focusing on one, and it's not like maybe I don't know how to trade. I can trade everything that I want, but I know that I'm only focusing on one thing, right? You can focus on two as max and follow your compounding interest. Just know every day you should know that, okay, today I'm actually chasing $17. You know, even the account will be changing slowly. Do you see that? I hope you guys you see that. Thanks, guys. This is Kenzo Xtrahot-Forex. I hope you guys are having a very a very good year, guys. I'm not going to do some daily analysis this week. I'm going to continue next week, as the market will be back moving. Now we have so many things going on. I don't expect anyone to trade. Just relax, enjoy your new year or whatever. Then be safe out there. We need to see you next year, and we can still make enough money. Thank you, guys. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button, like, share with your friends. This is Kenzo Xtrahot-Forex. Bye.